Today, we go behind the blue eyes. Everyone knows the voice, but the way Frank Sinatra became a superstar was straight out of a mob movie. In the early 1940s, Frank was trapped in a restrictive contract with bandleader Tommy Dorsey. Legend says a persuasive visitor, often linked to Willie Moretti, pictured here. Moretti was Frank Sinatra's godfather and at the time an underboss for the Genovese family. Then they were known as the Luciano family. Is it starting to sound like a mob movie yet? Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, this visitor was able to convince Dorsey to let Frank out of the contract for $1. Well, now that sounds a lot like Johnny Fontane from The Godfather. In The Godfather, Johnny Fontane is the godson of powerful mafia boss Don Vito Corleone. Mario Puzo reportedly based that character's career break directly on the Sinatra-Dorsey exit. Frank didn't just know mobsters, he lived among them, from the Fischetti brothers in Chicago to Sam Giancana. The FBI kept files on Frank for over 40 years, spanning thousands of pages. They even tracked him down to the 1946 Havana Conference, where top mob bosses met. They even photographed him carrying a briefcase allegedly filled with $2 million in cash for Lucky Luciano. He was the bridge between the glitz of the stage and the grit of the syndicate. Then came the 1960 election. Frank was the middleman between JFK and the mob. The goal? To swing the crucial Union votes in Illinois and West Virginia to get Kennedy into the White House. Sinatra literally helped deliver the presidency, but the honeymoon didn't last long. Once in power, Bobby Kennedy launched a massive war on organized crime, making Sinatra's friends his #1 targets. Suddenly, old Blue Eyes was a liability. The breaking point came when Bobby forced JFK to cancel a stay at Sinatra's Palm Springs home because of his ties with Sam Giancana and other mob figures. Frank had built a whole new wing for the president, and JFK bailed out to stay with Bing Crosby, a Republican. Frank was devastated. He was furious. The chairman of the board was officially out of the inner circle, leaving behind a legacy that remains one of the most documented and dangerous, and to quote author James Kaplan, intersections of Hollywood and the Mafia.